valued for their quality. The changes we seek will benefit all and will shortchange no one. I was not the instrument of change. You were that. You made it happen. This is one of the highlights of the inaugural message of our President, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., delivered on 30 June 2022. Today, it is with pride that the Civil Service Commission presents to the President the men and women who have responded to his call. The Presidential Lingkod Bayan, Dangal ng Bayan, and CSC Pag-asa awardees. Our Lingkod Bayani who became instruments of change, whose initiatives and innovations in the delivery of services benefited our kababayans and shortchanged no one. Author and educator Booker T. Washington once said, and I quote, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." End of quote. We are here today to recognize civil servants for a job excellently done. These are the Lingkod Bayani who chose to take the road less traveled in order to find creative and innovative solutions to perform the difficult task and to defy the odds. Every government worker is expected to do their job. That is the minimum requirement. But the Lingkod Bayani is the one who tackles the common task in a way that maximizes impact, makes a difference, and meaningfully touches the lives of others. With their strong commitment to nation building and unparalleled dedication to exemplify public service values, they went above and beyond what is required of them. We are now in the 61st year of running the most prestigious rewards and recognition program in government. Even the COVID-19 pandemic did not stop the CSC in this pursuit of honoring public servants for extraordinary acts or services that contributed to the efficiency, economy, and improvement of government operations. At the height of the pandemic, we, your CSC, continued to be on the lookout for servant heroes among us. Mr. President, these exemplary government workers whom you will be awarding today have led by example and have let their positive deeds and accomplishments do the talking. These awardees of the Philippine government's Honor Awards program exemplified love of country, selflessness, and malasakit through their toils and sacrifices for those they have professed to serve, the Philippines and the Filipino people. The CSC, on behalf of these awardees, expresses our appreciation to the President for taking the time to recognize this year's government's exemplars. Your presence is a validation of their diligence in the performance of their duties. Certainly, this is a moment they will treasure and remember for the rest of their lives. With the presence of our awardees' family members and loved ones, this celebration is made more meaningful. Likewise, we acknowledge the hard work of our regional offices in the selection process, as well as the different committees involved, we express our heartfelt gratitude for your support and understanding. As a nation in perpetual search for heroes, we know that in our midst are men and women who, without fanfare, perform their duties even in the most challenging circumstances, even in the face of mortal peril. Mahal na Pangulo, marami pa rin sa ating mga lingkod bayan ang handang maglingkod ng mahusay, may malasakit, matapat, at marangal. May your class increase and serve as an inspiration to the others as the tagline of the CSE goes, gawing bayani ang bawat kawani. The higher ranks we have, the lower we must go. Let us continue to serve with utmost humility, integrity, and honesty, and let our work be our form of prayer. To all government workers present here, now more than ever, we should continue working together in serving the Filipino people honestly and efficiently, and be more deserving of their trust and faith. As we move forward in these years to come, there will be struggles, but let us be reminded of our vision and resolve to serve the Filipino people with all that we can and all that we have. Genuine public service, as I always say, is not for the faint-hearted, because you, our lingkod bayanis, always find the strength to render service to others despite your personal trials and tribulations, because you find the courage to relieve the suffering of others even as you have burdens to carry, and most of all, because you unceasingly adhere to the ideals of love and compassion in a world which is far less than the ideal. For this, we applaud you and your quiet acts of courage and compassion. The struggles may be underway, but I say this to all our lingkod bayani: you do not walk alone. We will continue our journey together, clear-eyed and optimistic that we do not have to live in an idealized world for us to have faith in human progress, and for us to believe that the ideals of love, faith, compassion, and justice will still flourish despite human frailty. We honor these ideals by upholding them not when it is easy, but when it is hard. So with our hearts in the right place, we will focus on proactively coming up with ways to reshape the future of our nation, one of excellent public service delivery, and one with a matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay para sa lahat. His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., again, it is the CSC's privilege to present this year's Presidential Lingkod Bayan, Dangal ng Bayan, and CSC Pag-asa Awardees. Maraming salamat. Isa pong karangalan ang maglingkod sa bayan. Mabuhay kayo at mabuhay ang serbisyo publiko.
Thank you, CSC Senior Commissioner Lizada. At this juncture, may we request the President to be assisted by CSC Senior Commissioner Eileen Lourdes A. Lizada and Commissioner Ryan Alvin R. Acosta to lead the conferment ceremony. The CSC Pag-asa Award is given to an individual or group in recognition of their exemplary performance, innovative ideas, and extraordinary accomplishments with local or department-wide impacts. The awardees will receive a medallion, a plaque, and cash reward. The CSC Pag-asa Award is given to Eileen B. Anonuevo, Chief Education Supervisor, Department of Education, Panabo City, Davao del Norte, for making education more accessible to indigenous peoples or IP. Her project, Balay Paglaom, para sa estudyanteng lumad, helped achieve zero non-reader and zero dropout records for IP beneficiaries. Edward A. Barlaan, Professor 6, University of Southern Mindanao, North Cotabato, for his pioneering works on plant breeding and genetics that greatly helped the agricultural industry. He also enabled molecular fingerprinting used to support the coconut hybridization program of the Philippine Coconut Authority. Pablita R. Cabarles, Master Teacher 1, Department of Education, Tagbilaran City, Bohol, for transforming Manga National High School into a certified, integrated, diversified organic farming system learning site. The school has become a benchmarking destination in promotion of agripreneurship. Dr. Fulbert Alec R. Gallego, City Health Officer, City Government of Legazpi, Legazpi City, Albay, for the successful implementation of the city's medical and health programs, such as the Sagip Kalusugan program, an award-winning nutrition program catering to vulnerable sectors, and the Health Manpower program. Community-based rice mushroom production team composed of Rina Q. Pagia, team leader, Christian M. Balba, and Mirasol M. Rosano, Bataan Peninsula State University, City of Balanga, Bataan, for uplifting the lives of rice farmers in Bataan by introducing and promoting an integrated farming approach, resulting in making Bataan known as an excellent producer of mushroom varieties aside from rice as its prime commodity. eGov Technical Team composed of Joyzel R. Odi, Provincial Government Department Head, Team Leader, Wilfredo M. Galagala, George Dan Hill M. Duran, Antonio S. Salarda Jr., and Antonio S. Simene, Local Government Unit of Davao de Oro, Nabunturan, Davao de Oro. Congratulations to the 2022 CSC Pag-asa awardees. The Dangal ng Bayan Award recognizes public servants' performance of an extraordinary act or public service and consistent demonstration of the 8 norms of conduct under Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. The Dangal ng Bayan Award goes to Adeline P. Baarde, State Auditor 4, Commission on Audit, Tuguegarao City, for her display of highest ethical standards as State Auditor. Through her vigilant monitoring, the government was able to recover more than 8 million from implementing COA decisions and notices of suspensions. Georgina M. Bulasa, Social Welfare Officer 3, Department of Social Welfare and Development, Field Office 8, Tacloban City, for serving as a model social worker through her work for children in conflict with the law on CICL through center-based rehabilitation at the Regional Rehabilitation Center for Youth, ensuring CICLs will be productive members of the society. Rowan L. Celestra, Elementary School Principal 2, Department of Education, Buena Vista Elementary School, Sorsogon City, for his zealous commitment to provide quality education and to encourage community engagement, his initiatives resulted to increased enrollment, reduced number of non-readers, and zero dropouts. Thea Maria Rica S. Del Rosario, Administrative Assistant 2, Department of Social Welfare and Development, Office Number 3, City of San Fernando, Pampanga, for her display of professionalism and excellence in improving the organizational performance of DSWD Regional Office 3 through her capacity as Chapter President of the Social Welfare Employees Association of the Philippines. Raymond D. Gonzalez, Customer Associate of the Land Bank of the Philippines, Zamboanga Main Branch, Zamboanga City, for his strict adherence to Land Bank's customer-centered orientation, continuing his duties despite the risks related to the pandemic to support continued economic activities. Adrian A. Handusay, Planning Officer 2, Municipality of Sampaloc, Quezon, for refusing to be confined to his job description and striving to deliver beyond what is expected of him, not just as Planning Officer 2, but as the LGU's all-around tech person. Juim T. Giblan, Head Teacher 1, Department of Education, Tamalagon Integrated School, Tangalan, Aklan, for upholding student welfare over and above personal interests. His painful experiences as a child growing up in Marawi motivated him to be the best teacher he could be. Antonio L. Morada, Librarian 2, Curriculum and Learning Management Division, Department of Education, Regional Office 5, Legazpi City, Albay, for not discriminating against anyone, especially the poor and the underprivileged. He championed projects for learners identified with learning difficulties and those under extreme poverty for their needs beyond the classroom. Rizalina R. Nakpil, Teacher 3, Department of Education, San Manuel Elementary School, Tarlac City, for being a force to reckon with in advocating for student welfare and a pillar in the community with their enabling livelihood initiatives, addressing malnutrition and student absenteeism. Dr. Annie Claire B. Pecas, Medical Specialist 3, Luis Hora Memorial Regional Hospital, Bauco Mountain Province, for her strong sense of accountability, taking the lead in high-risk settings such as in COVID-19 wards, intensive care, and in medical emergencies. She initiated the provision of much-needed hospital facilities to battle the pandemic. Congratulations to the 2022 Dangal ng Bayan awardees. The Presidential Lingkod Bayan Award is the highest award given to public servants for exceptional or extraordinary contributions that had nationwide impact on public interest. The Presidential Lingkod Bayan awardees, individual and group, shall receive a gold gilded medallion and a plaque, 200,000 cash reward, and automatic promotion to the next higher position. The Presidential Lingkod Bayan Award is given to Dionisio G. Alvendia, PhD, Director 4, Scientist 4, Philippine Center for Post-Harvest Development and Mechanization, Department of Agriculture, Science City of Muñoz, Nueva Ecija, for empowering stakeholders in the agriculture sector by maximizing land use, increasing productivity, and ensuring sustainability, resulting in improved food adequacy and rice sufficiency in the country. Cynthia P. Saloma, PhD, Professor 12 and Executive Director of the Philippine Genome Center, Office of the Vice President for Academic Affairs, University of the Philippines System, Diliman, Quezon City, for laying down the infrastructure for genomics, research, and biosurveillance, which is now part of the country's pandemic preparedness. With her leadership, the Philippine Genome Center was able to provide critical data for the country's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. BSP Cash Service Alliance Core Team, composed of Ralph William C. Maris, Team Leader, Director Ruth G. Gonzaga, John Ryan B. Jose, Assistant Governor Lilia C. Guillermo, and Director Reynaldo Florencio T. Zipagan, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Malate, Manila, for initiating the Cash Service Alliance or CSA, a future-proof, responsive, and resilient initiative vital to the post-pandemic recovery of the Philippine economy. Digital Onboarding System Team, composed of Senior Vice President and Team Leader Alton C. Ferolino, Assistant Vice President Aurelia M. Lavilla, Senior Vice President Sylvia C. Lim, Vice President Grace Ofelia Lovely V. Dayo, and Carla B. Mirabueno, Land Bank of the Philippines, Malate, Manila, for their commitment to public interest, resulting to the development of the Digital Onboarding System, or DOBS, a client-centered initiative that allows customers to conveniently and safely access land bank services, cutting transaction time from 45 minutes to just under 15 minutes. Persons with Disability Affairs Office, Carmona, Cavite, composed of Rosebel L. Mercurio, Team Leader, Marlea O. Alegre, Cherold Z. Hernandez, Jenaline B. Papango, and Angelica M. Victoria, Municipal Government of Carmona, Cavite, for ensuring that equal opportunities provided to persons with disability or PWDs with the creation of the Comprehensive Approach, Response, Education, and Rehabilitation or Career Program. Starbooks, composed of Alan C. Taule, Team Leader, RJ D. Escondo, Alphon B. Narquita, and Nelly Ngangay, Department of Science and Technology, Science and Technology Information Institute, the OST Complex, Bicutan, Taguig City, for revolutionizing the concept of the library and developing interactive kiosks, promoting science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Congratulations to the Presidential Lingkod Bayan awardees for 2022. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Let's give a big round of applause to all our awardees. May we now invite Senior Commissioner Eileen Lourdes A. Lizada to introduce our guest of honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos, Jr.
Thank you very much to our Commissioner Eileen Lizada. Please take your seat. CSC Commissioner Ryan Alvin Acosta, the awardees of the Pag-asa Award, Dangal ng Bayan, and Presidential Lingkod Bayan Award. This is your day, and this is the time that we recognize the good work that you have done for our people. Officials and staff of the Civil Service Commission, my fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. It is indeed an honor to join you today to recognize the exemplary individuals who have gone above and beyond their calling to create a lasting impact in the government and in society. We all know the great responsibility and accountability that comes with being a public servant. Whatever one's rank is or employment status may be, being in the government entails espousing patriotism, integrity, excellence in every single task, and a deep and passionate love of country. Because we function to put people's interests ahead of our own, we are required to have a character so grounded in our most essential values and principles that not even the slightest promise of wealth or influence could ever sway us. With that said, I would like to point out two things in relation to our event today. First, a career in government is not necessarily for everyone. To wholeheartedly give yourself and real and selfless service day by day is investment that only some can afford. And that leads me to my second point. Your achievements are indeed remarkable, and it is only right that you are bestowed the distinction and incentives that you deserve. So allow me to first convey my gratitude to the Civil Service Commission, all your leaders and employees for holding this annual event. It is a painstaking process that you go through. To give outstanding individuals their due recognition is much appreciated, as this encourages workers from across our many government agencies to remain steadfast and fulfilling their oaths to the public. And now, to our awardees. Allow me to congratulate you on this recognition that proves that you have gone the extra mile in carrying out your mandates, making you agents of progress and sources of inspiration in your respective sectors and communities. For this, and for all the positive impact that you brought with your service, you deserve a thunderous round of applause. Nung ibinibigay ko ang kanilang award sa ating mga butihing awardee, ay sila'y nagpapasalamat sa akin at sinasabi, "Thank you, Mr. President. Kami ang magpapasalamat sa inyo dahil hindi lamang ang inyong Pangulo, kung hindi ang buong madlang Pilipinas ay nagpapasalamat sa serbisyo na ibinibigay sa inyo. Karapat-dapat lamang na kilalanin kayo dahil kayo ay hindi naman tahimik lang na nagtatrabaho. Hindi sinisigaw ang inyong sakripisyo. Hindi pinagmamalaki ang inyong sipag. Ngunit ay dapat kilalanin pa rin yan. Kaya I congratulate you not only for your award, but I congratulate you for the service that you have given the Filipino people. You have clearly demonstrated that a compassionate and genuine heart lies at the center of your efforts. Let this occasion be a reminder to all government workers that a service rooted in compassion and love for country and its people is indeed possible. May the examples of our awardees inspire everyone, not only in government, everyone in the Philippines to actively participate in our efforts to attain the national development agenda. And may the celebration today be a resounding call for all of us to embrace our role in uplifting the lives of every Filipino. We are privileged to be freely given the trust of the nation, for public office is a public trust. So let us repay that confidence by serving them with utmost responsibility, efficiency, and honesty. And as we remain true to our calling, just as our awardees have exhibited in their ways, we will be rewarded with the promise of a better and more inclusive Philippines for all. Again, my warmest congratulations to our awardees, and I believe that this day is your day, and this day you should be recognized for the good work that you have done, and I am honored to be here with you and to be with these great public service servants who have shown that public service is a service that we do out of love of country and love of our fellow Filipinas. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, may we request the President to kindly give us a photo opportunity in 6 batches. Batch 1, CSC Commission and the Committee on Awards, 13 participants. Batch 2, Batch 1.
Once again, Batch 1, the CSC Commission and the Committee on Awards. Thank you, Batch 1. For the second batch, may we call on the Presidential Lingkod Bayan awardees.